Welcome to another edition of the Sports Report. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Report here on a Tuesday, the Barnes and Tony Show. And I have to say, Tony, could I be wrong? Maybe it's not as long as I think, but it feels like it's the longest. It's been a long time since it's just been me and you here.
Yes.
I feel like Zach's been in like every day.
Right. And then obviously, like,
you had Michael Buck, you had Jason,
right,
Michael in the vicinity, right? Like literally, it's almost a whole building to ourselves this morning.
It kind of is, actually. Literally, I don't think there's anyone else really
I
here.
saw one
other car
like
here.
a blue car or something. I don't know
and Matthew Ryan just called in, by the way. Speaking of being here by yourselves,
wow.
I know, kind of. I mean, we can tell him to call back in a second. I mean, it's kind of like off the top of the show, kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's a little like I kind of want to ease into it. And that's a little high energy to start. Not that we're not high energy, but it's like, whoo. It's like 10 espresso shots, no?
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, of course, a lot to get to. Some more golf stories as well. Nothing too crazy. Is that him again? I mean, you know what? Let's just get it.
You want to take it? All right,
yeah.
all right. Let's get. All right, hold on. Stand by, Matthew. Just gonna push you through here. Oh, there it is.
And before he says anything, I just want to say Matthew Ryan knows everything is never wrong. So that's just going to set the stage.
Matthew, there.
Hello, gentlemen. How about them Rangers?
What?
Woo!
It's baseball season.
I mean, that's it. Yeah.
It's Yankee season.
You missed your shot yesterday, dude.
Yeah, I was kind of busy yesterday. I had work, so I just wanted to call. And Tony, how about them Mets? They got a win for once.
I know. I'm pretty stoked. Great game yesterday, actually. A lot of hitting.
Have you been to any Yankee games this year or no?
No, I haven't. I work almost every game they play.
What do you do for work?
I'm a cart collector at a grocery store.
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay, gotcha. And a live comment here though from our buddy Josh B saying, "How about them Devils?"
Oh well, it's gonna be a good year next year because we're gonna bounce back and we're gonna show everybody how much better we are.
Oh wow!
What is the driving force behind this?
I just think that we had a down year because we lost Dougie Hamilton, we lost some of our defenders, big pieces of the team.
Marty coming back to play goalie, or I mean, who's
What do you think about your
that?
goaltender here?
We'll find somebody that's serviceable.
You're not going to bring back Kaka Kakinen?
I don't think so.
Oh, this is great.
No depth chart here. So you have no Yankee game planned. Like, I mean, I think you got it.
No, not yet. At least
you got to have a day off every week. No, you don't work 7 days a week.
What grocery store is this, by the way?
I work a lot, but like,
what grocery store is this?
Difficult because whenever I'm off.
What grocery store is
this? A Pathmark? What is it?
What grocery store is this?
ShopRite in Newton.
Ooh, ShopRite, dude.
Good old Newton.
I never really dug with ShopRite. I never really did that, dude.
Yeah, kind of cheap place, honestly.
Yeah, I didn't really. A lot of people I didn't really like went there.
So Tony, one thing. How does it feel to actually get a win with the Mets for once? How's it feel?
Probably doesn't feel too good.
I mean, it doesn't really feel that great. I mean, I guess it's cool that Vientos has been just on fire right now with the bat. That's great.
That was a good timing by me picking him up yesterday.
I know, dude. That was a great job there by you. So you have to see that from him. Obviously, a guy who you hope to have a good future with the team here. But I mean, all in all, I mean, yeah, I mean, you're not you score a lot of runs. I mean, it's almost like the Mets looking like they did last year, where they have to score, 8, 9, 10 runs to win games because their starters aren't that great and their bullpen is terrible and riddled with injuries. So, definitely a lot to.
I just like the fact that I just like the comedy that Steve Cohen said that this team is still a playoff team. That's comedy. That's comedy.
I mean, I think what people do forget, though, is that it is still really early. I mean, you never know. I mean,
you kind of know.
I mean, you really don't know. I mean, for the first time, I feel like you're consistently getting some good at-bats from a lot of your guys, which is great. I mean,
you kind of know what the team is right now.
Yeah.
Right now they're bad, but to say like
it's a mediocre team.
I think mediocre is even an overstatement.
Yeah,
honestly,
I think they're obviously at this point more likely to lose over 100 games and make the playoffs at this point. So,
yeah, I guess so.
They're gonna lose at least 105.
How about them Yankees though?
Oh, this is the best chance for the title. I told you for a title.
Yeah.
And this year was the Yankees.
You said that?
Garrett Cole starting tonight too in Somerset.
Oh God, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Dominant. We're gonna have a dominant game. We're the best team in baseball right now.
Not
By
even
far
close.
The best team.
I am so jacked up to go to the game on Saturday. That's gonna be the World Series preview.
Yeah. So Tony, you should totally come to the winning side and be a Yankee fan.
I'm not going to be a Yankee fan. That's ridiculous.
You're not?
No, I'm not going to be a Yankee fan.
You would have more fun though, I would say. Like you wouldn't be as
you would have a lot more fun watching the best team in baseball with the best rotation.
I could probably just stop hanging out with you guys. I'll probably have more fun, honestly. No, I don't know. There's a snowball chance in hell here, Matthew. I really don't think I'll be a Yankee fan anytime soon. And that's really, I mean,
what if Cohen sells the team right now?
If Cohen sells the team moves, yes, I guess I would have to be a Yankees fan at that point.
Wow, you never know. They might want to, get another team in Los Angeles or something like that, or go to Canada, get Montreal.
Perhaps.
That's a good market.
I don't think the Mets are going to be.
I just can't wait for the Yankees. I think they're going to get really far in the postseason. I think they're by far the team to beat in baseball.
Most wins tied with the Phillies. So also 2009 could repeat itself, which we wouldn't mind either, Matthew, huh?
No, destroying the Phillies again would be nice.
Yeah.
I'm just happy the Astros suck. I'm happy the Mets suck. I'm happy.
The American League sucks, other than the Orioles.
American League really does suck, dude.
Yeah, the Mariners' record is good. They've won a few games recently, but they can't hit for shit.
Guardians are kind of better than I expected.
The Guardians but
they're gonna. Yeah, they're not gonna. It's not last
in the playoffs.
Turched.
Michael,
dude! Wow, ice today. Thank Renee. Thank you, Renee.
Anything for Matthew Ryan, Michael?
No.
On the phone right now. Called in at 10:01, dude. Right away.
It's sad to see the hate.
And the Mets have Murderers Row too. Don't they play the Dodgers soon?
But a fellow Devils fan, Michael.
The Mets play the Dodgers. They're going out west.
The Mets just played the Dodgers. They could play them again on the road. They haven't. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
They had a Murderers Row in the past 3 weeks. I think Murderers Row. They had good team after good team, and to me, they just got their butts kicked almost every series.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's. I mean, these are homestands too. I think it's been, I don't know, like early April, the last time they won a home series, or even I think it was late April home series, early May, a series in general. They really haven't even won a series. I mean, closest they came to was splitting with the Diamondbacks at home.
And then they got 3 coming up at home. They got 2 with Philadelphia, 3 with Miami, and 3 with San Diego.
All right. So, I mean, obviously, Philly's going to be a little tough.
Miami, you should be okay, but
and it's only 2 against Philly. Interesting.
Yeah.
And then you got 2 against, and then you got the Cubs, and then
the Rangers.
June 25th and 26th, the Yankees are going to Citi Field.
Wow.
To dominate the Mets.
Yes,
Yeah.
I appreciate it, Renee.
Yeah, you better mark your calendar there, June 25th, 26th. I feel like something's going on that week other than that game, but
26.
nonetheless, dude, is that the Beach
yeah,
Bash?
it's like
Friday.
earlier in the week. Yeah, Friday's the Beach Bash. What those games are on? What
Tuesday, Wednesday. That's kind of crazy if we squeeze in City Field,
Wait,
dude.
if
dude,
tell them.
we would have had. Oh my goodness, dude. Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, that should be good. I mean, looking ahead at the schedule, like we said, Philly's gonna be a little tough, but you never know. I mean, you've done well against them before. Miami, again. I mean, I'm looking at David Peterson getting a start against Miami. I mean, I don't know, dude. I mean, the Mets could lose any one of these games, dude.
Yeah,
They could lose any one of these series.
There's no sure
guarantee
thing
here
for the Mets anymore.
Even I know the Rangers are kind of like in a weird spot right now. The Texas Rangers, that is, Matthew. But even that series, in Texas too, and you never know, dude. So I don't know. I think a lot.
I just
really.
think the Mets.
Go ahead, Matthew.
The Mets have a like. Are they going to win 70 games this year?
I mean, I guess it's certainly possible for them to win 70 games. I mean, again, dude. I mean, I don't think. I know they're in, really down in the dumps right now. But like I said, I mean, there's a huge positive in the way that your bats are acting right now. I mean, you're talking about
Alvarez back this weekend.
Probably. I had double check, but I mean, he's in the minors right now. Even Brett Beatty's doing really well in the minors. He had a 2-home-run game, I think, 2 days ago.
Forgot he was in the minors.
Yeah, really. So I mean, you have guys who, if they do find themselves, which you would kind of expect a little bit to. I mean, also, I feel like I know the Mets are doing really bad, and it's probably worse than anyone really thought. But people had these guys sneaking in as a wild card spot, coming out of the National League. Some people. So I don't think it's too far-fetched, if they do. Again, I mean, it's up to what the Mets' plan is. I think that's probably still my biggest complaint is that we don't know what Stearns is doing. We don't know what Cohen is thinking. I feel like every other day it's just a little different.
Under 500.
That's correct.
I mean, I know nobody ever wants to look at it like this, but I honestly think, I mean, why not just be as awful as possible, trade as many people as possible, and then get like the number 1 pick in the draft or close to that.
Mm-hmm.
That's an opportunity.
Yeah, no, I think so too. Again, I mean, I don't think any team is really going to say that if that's their plan outright. But I mean, again,
that's what they need.
Exactly.
They need that.
And at that point, I mean, I don't know. Normally when a team does that, you kind of know that they're doing that. It doesn't feel like the Mets are going to do that, right?
I
don't know.
The Mets should, because they're 10 games under 500.
Right.
They're 16.5 games out of first place with the Phillies. And they're way behind the wild card spots right now. They're like probably 7 to 8 games behind the wild card.
Yeah, they're 4 games out of a wild card spot. Seems to be really tight around that area for the wild card spots here. And again, I mean,
even with 10 games under 500, they're 4 games out.
Yeah, that's what it says here. Braves are 5.5 games. Let's see, they're 33 and 24. The Padres are in that other spot. They're 32 and 31. So I mean, I know it's kind of crazy because you have all these teams that are like, again, just bad. That are kind of, I mean, look at the Diamondbacks, they're 28 and 32, a team that was, was winning the World Series.
In the World Series with the Rangers.
So that's why it's really precarious situation that really all these teams are in, to be honest, because any one of these teams, Pirates included here, Cardinals, Giants, I mean, they all can make a playoff position here. And the Mets, again, like I said,
that's just what I wanted to say before I had to go, but I just wanted to call to tell you that you guys got lucky. And good luck with the rest of the season.
I
have to say, though,
Yankees.
No, let's go Yankees. But you are more excited for the Mets doing bad than the Yankees, Matthew, a little bit.
Right.
It does kind of feel like
that.
It's almost how much riled Brian gets for the Oilers doing well. And then you're kind of like,
because I just don't. This is a Yankee
because you hate me,
town.
Matthew. Say it. Say it. Say you hate me.
This is a Yankee town.
No, I agree with you, but it's honestly like he's talking about the Oilers, which whatever. If they win, great. But it's like the same thing for me. I don't care. Like the Mets, whether I care about it or not, they're gonna be the Mets. So it's like I'm not gonna get that jacked up. I'm more excited about the Yankees, man. Like let's go.
No, I'm just letting it's building up to like postseason level. Then I'll get all excited, and then tell everyone, oh yeah, I think the Yankees are going to win the World Series.
Sounds like
That's
you're a
all I'm gonna
casual
say.
fan. I don't know.
Have a great day. Talk to you
All
later,
right,
guys.
Matt.
You too. Good luck with the carts.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye.
Do we know anything about Newton, New Jersey, Tony?
Was that the name of it? Newton?
That's what he said. But he
I don't know much about Newton, New Jersey.
let's see if there's even a shop right in Newton, New Jersey.
I mean, come on, dude. I feel all right. Newton, New Jersey, municipality in New Jersey. Here, let's see where we're at.
Oh,
dude.
I actually did find it. 2 hours and 15 minutes away. 121 miles. Shop right in Newton. Mr. Newton. Mr. Newton.
Does it tell me like what? I'm surprised Josh B isn't over.
Kev
this,
do
dude.
actually on it,
Oh,
saying
Newton.
West New Jersey.
Really
Yeah.
interesting. This West New Jersey, neighboring towns, dude. All these maps are fucking terrible in New Jersey. Like, what's going on here? This one looks like it's up in Sussex County, New Jersey. Interesting. Well, now you got West New Jersey. There we go, dude. Now we have a town. We have a ShopRite. Excuse me, dude. I always hated ShopRite growing up.
Yeah. It
was weird.
Yeah.
All the undesirable. It was just dirty.
I mean, occasionally, could you get a coconut custard, which me and Matthew have gotten before from the Fairfield location? Yeah, probably. But they're just Whole Foods, Trader Joe's.
Right.
Like, give me the Costco. Come on.
Where is there a ShopRite in Fairfield?
Literally
Black
right
Rock?
on Black Rock Turnpike. Yeah.
Oh,
Right across the street from Rico's and Puerto Vallarta. Dutch's on the Black Rock Turnpike. Come on, Tony.
I don't go over there that often.
So hungry though. Oh my god,
dude! I heard great things. I got to try Rico's.
Yeah.
Because
it's nice that you have the options with the toppings,
dude. And what you would call it? Zach was saying it's like one of his favorite pies around here. Better than Colony, he says.
See, I don't know about that, but also I always kind of get it delivered, so I don't know if that kind of takes. I think that almost makes
it delivered, dude.
I've eaten it at the Stanford Rico's and it was good, but yeah, I think delivery it's not as hot. Like I need my pizza. Like obviously I don't want to burn my mouth, but just shy of that,
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I don't think I've ever really gotten Colony takeout because it's just like I don't know. Doesn't take out.
Yeah,
well,
no, in the delivery because it's on Uber Eats now.
Right,
it's
brutal.
It's just too cold. Like, and I guess you can put it in the air fryer, but I have to say because I used to honestly not really care about that, and it is a big thing for me now where I do like it fresh. I'll say that. Anything you could have in the world right now, what would it be, food wise?
Anything I have right in the world?
Yeah.
Like anything at all. Like no, like doesn't matter that it's not near me right now. That's so tough. If I really had to, I mean, I guess I would been craving Lombardi's pizzeria in the city, first ever pizzeria in New York City. Not only is their pizza delicious, but their meatballs, ravioli, the best I've ever had. In this,
where is this like in relation to like Times Square and Grand Central?
Probably like a 20-minute cab ride.
So what part of the city is that?
I'm trying to think. It's way down, like past the village. It's southern part of Manhattan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, but like you have to take a cab or a subway from Grand Central.
Like if you're if you're coming into Grand Central, yeah, definitely.
Gotcha. And your mother says East Village.
East Village. Okay, I thought so.
It's so funny. Kev dude's saying Connecticut pizza is trash. Like, how with the fucking dirt that's in the water in New Jersey, Kev? Like, come on, let's be real. The pizza in New Jersey is not good.
It's not that great. It really isn't.
It isn't. Like, that's insane.
Mm-hmm.
And also to not appreciate Southport, that's kind of crazy as well.
Yeah, dude. If I had to choose something that was near me right now, Southport, Sicilian, easily, dude.
My! And I really, till the last time we got it, didn't really have that appreciation for the for the Sicilian, but it was just so crispy and
fluffy on the inside. I've been telling Mike that I can have a whole Sicilian pie by myself. He's been doubting me. What do you think about that?
How many slices?
It's 8 slices. 8 of those thick ass
I think
slices.
you could do it, like, but it's like late at night. Might be a little. Your stomach's gonna hurt.
Yeah, definitely.
But no, I mean, I know I could do it easily.
Definitely, right? Yeah, Mike, like him and Renee are like, no, there's no way.
Yeah,
come on.
But let's get you on the comments here.
Yeah, I guess we never started with the comments.
Yeah.
Because we got the phone call through us for a whirl here. We have, of course, the usual suspects early and often. Kev Du Taylor wants the smoke. Hashtag TC, hashtag DTV, hashtag Sportsport. Bernie Kick Rocks. Have a good show, guys. Shout out to Matty G. And of course, we have Josh B saying, "What up, fam? Big
Josh
fantasy
B.
week against." Oh, you're playing. He's playing you.
I forgot. Wow. Mark Vientos there, huh?
Dude. Gonna be a bat. Oh, Josh B is saying hashtag TC, hashtag Sportsport, hashtag DTV. Matthew Ryan came in early. Hello, world. And Kev Dude, I think this is probably what sparked the call too. Kev Dude says immediately Matthew Ryan kick rocks. This is at 10 a.m. on the dot. Matthew Ryan says at Kev Dude, I'm trying to be nice, dude. And of course, that's when Matthew Ryan called in. And I'm surprised he didn't get, maybe, more shade towards Kev Dude's side.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, let's see. Matthew Gabriel says, Kev Du, my guy. My mother in the house says, good morning. We know. She says, Anthony, don't listen to the dark side. Those damn Yankee fans.
Well, he's going to have to hear it either way. Sorry about
my
that.
goodness. And then, oh, wow, my mother says the Mets suck right now, but the Yankees are crybaby snobs.
It sounds,
wow,
it just sounds, the Met misery.
You're sitting over there in that polo.
Is in the air,
yeah,
Tony.
dude.
And actually, quick TO, because I have to say, first of all, let me just preface by say, Rick and Dave, obviously listen to them all the time. I've talked to them in person several times. Amazing people. But today, again, it had been a little while. It felt like that Met energy was coming out because yes, they both acknowledge like Yankees probably the best team in baseball. Really not many flaws, but the talk of like the Soto contract extension, like is it really going to happen? And Cohen, how much money he's going to have, and it's just like give that a break. Give it a break. Like I just feel like it's crazy to talk about it now. And the way they were talking, they were really doubting that the Yankees are going to bring back Soto. And just like, you have no idea right now. Give it a break. Honestly, give it a break. And it's like, come on, he's not, I know they're saying like, oh, about the money and stuff. And he's going to high bidder. He's not going to sign somewhere to be miserable at the same time either. So, and also the fact too, that, Soto is producing so many results, whether it's on the field, off the field, the revenue. It's just a completely different animal than any other type of negotiation. So the Yankees aren't going to come in short on that. And just to assume that now, it's too much. It's too much. It's almost like Kev Du before the season. What's going to happen, man? Like something goes wrong. What's going to happen? What's happening, Tony? Could you tell me?
I feel like if Rick and Dave are here right now, they feel betrayed. Brian.
Shout out to my guys, Rick and Dave, though. Love them. But it's just like they can't help it. I think the Mets thing is almost like a disease at times when it comes to like going after the Yankees when there's nothing to go after. There's nothing to go after. There's no reason to even speak of such things, Tony. And that's it. So we can pretend that it's not, but that's it.
Do you honestly though, you think there's going to be a bunch of teams interested. There's going to be offers on the table. I think it's worth at least talking about. I mean, obviously the success of the Yankees, Soto on the Yankees. I mean, it's going to be really hard to pry him away from that team, but
no one's going to offer like $100 million more. It's not going to happen. It's just not. This is just one of those things. And it's like, why Hal made the call from Italy.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think I do remember hearing Rick and Dave talk about it. And Dave was like, it took that call. Yeah, like they almost didn't have Judge.
Well, they do. Okay. And this isn't the Mets with Jacob DeGrom, Dave. Okay.
Well, it doesn't have anything to do with it.
It kind of does.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
DeGrom should have walked.
No, but the thing is, though, Soto wants to be here. The Yankees want him. And that's it. And it's going to happen. And there's nothing to debate. You know what I mean? So, I just think, we could pump the brakes on that. That's all.
All right, dude. What do you think number one contender though for the Yankees for Soto would be?
There isn't a contender. No, I'm not kidding. There isn't.
There's not gonna be one offer on the table where Soto's like, I'll think about it.
No, because there's not a team that's ready to win that's gonna put the amount of money that's gonna be neck and neck with the Yankees. And you could say the Mets, but the Mets aren't ready to win. That's the problem, and that's why he's not going there. And he wants to win. So we can talk about
but Dodgers. Dodgers?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the Dodgers. Wait.
38 wins in the season.
No, but I'm saying they don't have the money for that.
Phillies?
No, the same thing.
Braves.
These top teams.
Thanks to the Braves.
These top teams just don't have the money.
Maybe we'll go back to Washington. Maybe.
Yeah. Okay, dude. Continue on. Continue on.
Oh, that's right. We have more comments. Josh B says company a Jace, and then Josh B says crybaby. I am not a snob. LOL. Clearly he's a crybaby. And my mother back in here she says, do you want lasagna for when you come? Cheesecake ? Maybe ? I did tell her the beach bags were crashing there, so it's gonna be
dude,
like
I'm so jacked up. It's crazy how much stuff we have coming up.
It really is, dude.
Like the beach bash, like let's fucking go.
Honestly, dude, and we could probably try and fit in like the Yankee Mets game on the 26th, maybe, and then from Citi Field go to my house and stay there.
Wait, because
that'll be
26 is Wednesday or is it Thursday?
It's Wednesday night.
It's Wednesday night. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
So I don't know. And then Thursday we'll just be at my house already. Out.
Yeah.
I guess we could try to do the sports boat from there even on Thursday. That would be crazy.
There's some stuff brewing, Tony.
Dude.
Let's just put it at
Cooking.
that. Oh, and then AJ before that too.
When does AJ come?
I think AJ's coming next week.
Stop it.
Next weekend he's coming.
Gosh, dude, that's gonna be crazy. All right. Matthew Gabriel in here says Rangers make a move for Kachuk's brother. Yeah, they're talking about grabbing Brady
Tkachuk
from Ottawa.
Is he that good?
Yeah, he is that good.
How old? Mid-20s?
He's younger than Matthew. I know that. I don't know his exact age, but it's just tough because Ottawa, I don't know. Ottawa's just in shambles this year, which I guess maybe could be good because obviously they're probably going to want to move people and bring in new faces because of that. But he sounded like a little bitch. I don't know this year, Brady Tkachuk.
He's 24 though.
Yeah.
But why? He was bitching about calls or something?
No, he was bitching about the fans, dude.
Well,
the whole
Canada,
team, him and Tim Stutzel, I think, were the two guys.
Well, and the team didn't play well.
Team did not play well, and they were kind of like they were like a dark horse team. There, everyone's like kind of dark horse pick for being somewhat solid coming out of Canada, at least. So Matthew's brother,
37 goals, 37 assists. But the only thing is, I mean, I don't know. I still think I would rather have Gensel, and then you don't have to
left winger.
Anything. He's a left winger. But I feel like I'd rather have Gensel, and then you don't have to give up anything. Because to get him, you're going to have to give up Lafreniere.
That would be crazy. I wouldn't do that. I would probably maybe Kako. I would,
I mean, what, 7 first rounders? I mean, come on, Tony.
Yeah.
Kako's been one of the biggest flops in like Ranger history.
Yeah,
you were trying to you almost had me this year too, kind of like trying to push me back in that direction. No,
I'm telling you that injury was
oh my god,
crucial,
bro.
That,
but literally, it's gonna go on forever. This is the Mets, Tony.
I know. Well, I'm saying it's time to move on now. That was it.
But
that
it's over. He's not gonna be good. There's no but then this no, it's not happening.
I'm telling you right now, if he does go to Ottawa, a team like that, or like Coyotes, whoever they end up being, he'll be good. I'm telling you, another team where he's like highlighted more, thrown onto a second or first line without much pressure, new scenario. I feel like you would be good, but obviously it's not gonna be for the Rangers, and I know that. So I'm cool. I mean, you have to get rid of him. You have to.
Oh my god, yes.
And then Kev Du, we spoke about it. Sussex County, Crystal Springs, Matthew says up here.
Yes, the golf with Matthew Ryan. Yep.
Dude, that's very doable. Also, maybe on the horizon.
Yeah.
And then let's see, Kev. My mother says Sicilian is usually 12 slices.
Probably in your New York pizzeria.
Connecticut, Mom.
Yeah. And let's not do the Connecticut joke, Tony. I know that was coming. So.
No, it wasn't. I was going right to Josh B's comment. Barnes, you will hate them over the summer.
Talking about Rick and Dave.
Oh, the guys are haters. No, I'm
gonna talk more to them about it. But one thing I will say too, Dave did acknowledge me like how much he hates the Yankees when I was talking to him at the that was a Publicans. Imagine if I mess with him like when we talked to him at the beach ash and go to him and pretend I'm hammered and be like, Lindor, Dave, we're all indoor. So he probably would be like, just get out of here. Just get out of here.
Dude, I will say though, honestly, how cool is that we walked with them to the train station, took the train with them like that? Who else does that, dude?
Insane. But
I don't see Michael K doing that.
But thinking back to it though, did you like the whole Lindor thing? Did you hear me say that to him?
Yeah, dude. I was like, I don't know. I mean, also, I don't know what to do, to be honest, because I saw you talking to him and I heard what you were saying. Yeah. I was like kind of off in the distance. I think I was like talking to Josh or whoever I was with, whatever. So I was like kind of listening from the distance, but he was like interacting with you. So I thought, it was like, oh,
but did
I
keep asking him the same question?
I guess you must have. I kind of stopped listening after a little bit. I was like, all right, like he's doing fine, you know? Oh my God, so funny.
It's too much.
And then, Kev Duke, speaking of too much over there, huh?
Yeah, I mean, that's a little extreme, Kev. I mean, come on. It's just like Rick and Dave.
It's like Kev Duke's projecting a little bit. I don't know.
You guys, you gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. Yankees toasted town. That's just how it is, So somebody has to be the little brother. All right, and then just one more I guess, professional sports type of story here.
Oh,
I was mentioning the golf yesterday. Sterling Farms was riled. Very hot day yesterday, though. That was the only thing, a little sticky, but got to like a really good start. I think it was.
You wearing pants?
No.
Okay.
And it was like the first 5 holes, either par or bogey. So I was like, great. And then end of the front 9, like 3 or 4 doubles in a row, kind of set me back. So ended up with 95, but finished with a par. So take it. Sterling Farms a little harder than Gainer. But I have to say, and I was texting Matt about this, the biggest chief, the starter there, and I never even if I think like a star is being annoying, I'm not gonna I don't want to make
poke
it
the bear.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I was so pissed. So for like Sterling Farms, which, like I said, great public course in Stanford, but they're getting a little ridiculous. So I don't know if this is gonna be every time, like moving forward. But they're saying to preserve the fairway, Tony, that for right now anyway, like yesterday, it's 90 degrees out. The ground's not wet. 90-degree rule with the cart path. Would you understand what that is, right?
Yeah.
So he yelled at us, and I was with just this group of random people. We were in the rough, okay?
Right.
Drove up 20 to 30 yards, and he was trying to tell us, when we started in the rough, keep this in mind, which you're fine to drive in, that we should have, we're on this side,
right?
Car path's all the way over here, and we were advancing right here. He was saying instead of going here, we were supposed to go across the fairway and then back to the ball.
Onto the car path and then 90-degree.
And everyone's like, are you kidding? And kind of looking at him, not really saying anything. And I go, to be honest, nobody does that. That's what I literally said to him.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I'm the starter here, and I've seen people do it.
Oh, my God.
To play here, you got to follow the rules. And then, we just stare at him and just, don't say anything, and then he drives away. So you think, oh, that's it. First of all, that, I don't know, that really, got me, are you kidding me? I understand. You want 90 degrees? That's fine. But, don't be ridiculous. You're going to drive over the cart more if you're going to go to your ball like that.
Yeah.
So then later in the round, okay, keep in mind, I mean, at this point, I'm not looking at it right now, but what? The sun sets maybe 8:22 if I'm giving a random time.
Yeah.
So he comes up to us.
Probably accurate, honestly.
It's around 7, and he goes, yeah, boys, just want to remind you, cart's in by 7:45.
Ooh.
And he goes, don't make me come get you, all right? And I think he honestly was just almost messy with me because he knew I was so tight in the first hole, because he's smiling. And I literally don't even respond to that. I just look at him, don't say anything. Yeah. And it's are you kidding me? And it's I think what he does, because that's definitely not a rule, because I return my car, maybe 8:05, 8:10. Right. He didn't know. They were like, oh, thank you. And it's he just, wants to get home earlier. So he just goes out and says to people, it's come on. Were we born yesterday? Yeah, no, absolutely not, dude. But do you think you would have been pissed about the whole 90-degree thing? And then to top it off with the cheesing, the 7:45.
Yeah, that would have, I think, ticked me off. When he came back at the 7:45, that is bullshit.
And you knew he wasn't driving out.
Oh,
of course, obviously.
No. I mean, I know it's always so tough. Like you said, you never try to mess with the starter,
right? Because what am I going to get banned?
Literally, it's only going to hurt you if you try to fuck with this guy. So that's tough. But the 7:45 thing really would have ticked me off.
And then I couldn't help it. I wish I knew his name, but I didn't. But I just let the
review.
You know what? I would 5-star review, great course, but the starter's very rude.
Oh,
just left it at that. So
there we go.
I've seen them reply to a lot of comments. Be interesting. See if they reply. I'm sure it'll be some BS like you guys have seen on Twitter with the JFK airport, the baggage situation. Same exact thing.
Bogus.
But yeah, I mean, it's just, listen, I know the course gets a lot of play, but it's they haven't done this stupid 90-degree thing on regular days. and it's always in great shape. So like, why are we reinventing the wheel, Tony?
Yeah, no, there's no reason for that. Ego, dude.
Yeah, really is. So that was the golf story. Probably gonna have a couple of days off coming up, which is tough. Might not even be able to play till Monday potentially, which is
Really?
yeah. So
Busy days coming up.
busy days coming up.
It's
But
tough.
hey, but probably good though because I had a good run of consecutive days, so probably be good. Back's feeling a little tight.
Great run.
Get a couple gym sessions in, which is good. Definitely
Stretch,
gonna
maybe.
go back today. Stretch. We'll try. Push
Sauna.
car. I just got the email en route, Tony.
Oh, we like, is it like 4 to 6 business days, or is this like overnight shipping here?
A couple
Amazon,
days.
couple
Like
days?
when I ordered it, they said Wednesday, Thursday, so I should be seeing it, tomorrow.
Oh
or
wow! So you're gonna
Thursday.
be like extra angsty to get out there, you know?
Yeah. I know it's funny though. When I am out there, like it probably is gonna suck with the walking, but I'm still gonna just do it though.
Are you gonna like next week? Are you gonna dive right in, like
Yeah,
walking a
dive
9?
right in. Gainer. No, 18.
You're gonna walk the 18.
Yeah.
But like, how's that gonna work with your schedule now? Like, are you gonna be able to?
Oh
like,
no, because you play the same amount of time. Just because I play so quick,
Right.
and all the time I play with people who walk.
Oh, okay.
It's
All
the
right,
same
I
thing.
would,
Yeah.
if you think so.
No, you know what it is? I play so quick. So whether I'm by myself or I'm with people I'm always waiting for everybody else. So it doesn't matter if I'm walking. It's the same exact thing.
Okay.
You really think I'm not capable of walking into?
I mean, I feel like no, I think you're capable. I think there's gonna be like some type of like it's gonna take more time.
No, but because I play with people who walk all the time, and it's like we finish at the same time. So there's no, you know what I mean?
So you're telling me you can finish 18 rounds
18
walking
holes.
or 18 holes
because you have to wait
either
the
walking
courses.
or on the cart. It's the same amount of time.
Yeah, because you're not playing by yourself,
Right.
And you have to wait for people on the
Mhm,
tee. That's
mhm.
why.
Right.
And I mean, Gainer's not a long course. Like,
No, it's not.
like even though Fairchild's not a long course, doesn't it feel so much longer than Gainer?
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
So
definitely.
think about that.
Yeah.
And then Matthew saying Barnes, it's the
that Matthew.
starter.
The starter.
And then Matthew Ryan agreeing, saying the
sounds
starter sounds rude. So
And I'm sure if anyone knows about root starters, it's Matthew Ryan.
oh yeah, exactly.
Over there, friggin' Crystal
Exactly.
Springs or whatever.
But yeah, I mean, and then one other thing, because
Clubhouse
there's-
food?
No Clubhouse food. No, remember I was saying
Oh,
the
right, the
chopped
salad,
salad, coleslaw, by the way, fire.
Yeah.
But yeah, just no other NFL news here. But yesterday, it came out
Jefferson.
former Hall of Famer
Oh.
guard Larry Allen passing away, only 52 years old. Was a linchpin on those Cowboys teams of the mid to late 90s. So obviously RIP to him and his family. Life gone too long, and just was on vacation in Mexico. They don't know what happened. But that's, just always like a very sad thing. And I'm sure, more information will come out. But definitely one of the best to ever do it, on the offensive line. And you did mention Jefferson. I forgot about that. I believe, was it 4 for
140.
140?
Yeah.
So, I mean,
And I
that's,
forget how much is guaranteed of it, but it's
I
pretty,
think
pretty crazy.
110 or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, something crazy like
So the
that.
biggest deal for a non-quarterback
Quarterback.
NFL history. So I think the whole thing is JJ McCarthy, that quarterback.
Yeah, a lot of people think that he is. I mean, do you think that contract is worth it though for Jefferson?
If McCarthy can get on the ball,
Yeah.
that's it.
I mean, a lot of people regard him as one of the top receivers in
No,
the
he
league, which
is.
he
He's
is.
obviously gotta be healthy.
Yeah, exactly. Got to stay healthy.
And he says, Matthew Ryan says, me and you should be coming there. I mean, listen, you want to do Crystal Springs, we'll be there. But why not just start with the Yankee game, Matthew? I mean, I know it's a little bit of a hike for you, but one Yankee game? I mean, give me the game. We'll meet you there. How about that?
June 26th, dude.
Yeah, June 26th. But
Think
the
about
only
it.
problem is
City
that
Field.
City Fields.
There's no problem with that.
Better than former Jet Zach Wilson.
McCarthy, he's saying. JJ.
Well, yeah. I mean, anybody's better than Zach Wilson.
That's not
We
true.
We know that.
Anybody.
Pretty much anybody.
Dude, Zach Wilson, honestly. Denver, Peyton.
Not gonna make the cut.
Not really?
No, he's not. You think Sean Payton has patience with him? And after what happened with Russell Wilson? Like when,
probably not,
when Zach's
but-
throwing for 7 for 28, you think he's gonna be like, oh yeah, get in there, the old slap on the fanny, Tony. It's just that's not gonna happen. It's not though, and you know that. And they drafted Bo Nix. There's no reason
They did
for
draft
Zach
Bo
Wilson.
Nix. Yeah.
And they have somebody else too.
They do.
Forgot who it is. But anyhow, Tony, I think it's appropriate now to go to the world of Major League Baseball.
Instinct to left. It's 700. play. Drop it. Yep. And Alonso cracks one in the middle, win the ball game. Out of sight.
And it works at 100 miles an hour. 14 strikeout.
Drove deep to left field. There it goes. See ya.
Oh, and also this did come out yesterday, and I forgot about this, but there's a big gambling scandal in the MLB. Anybody's ever heard of, but so San Diego Padres infielder Tucupita Marciano has been banned for life, or Marcano maybe. Oakland A's pitcher Michael Kelly, San Diego pitchers Jake Groom, and Philadelphia pitchers Jose Rodriguez banned for 1 year.
Oh, wow.
So, and we saw this happen with the NFL last year, but
do you know the specifics? Are they betting on themselves here, or just betting in general?
We don't
on
know
baseball,
nothing.
nothing.
We don't know the specifics.
What do you think about that, dude?
I mean, it's just, I don't know. If it is tough, because I get it, because you don't want like a Black Sox scandal, but like, especially like in the NFL, like, I don't know. And it's like not your, I don't know. I guess there's inside information. So I guess it's like I said, just go to the casino.
Yeah.
Like what? I don't know.
I mean, when I was working for MLB and NHL Networks, we weren't allowed to bet on hockey or baseball.
Yeah. And you know what, though? I think actually I take that back. Maybe like, unless it's against them, I feel like they should be able to, because talk about all the inside information you want. Unless you're a shark, you're not making any money anyway. So this is just like,
that's true.
Come on, this is.
I mean, I don't know.
A witch hunt.
It is tough. I feel like but it does. I feel like it sets people up for scenarios like that.
Yeah,
though.
it
You
does.
really do open the door.
You don't want that. You don't want that, which is true. So I would rather not have that.
But it does. It is kind of crazy though that now, like, I mean, because that's how like popular sports betting has become and legal. It has, like you see Connor McDavid on an ad for DraftKings, like
McDavid.
It really is crazy.
Is that not McDavid? Wait, you said McGregor. Yeah. You did say McGregor.
I said McDavid.
No, you didn't.
I swear to God.
Did you? Oh, really? Okay.
McDavid's been on.
I thought McGregor.
Right.
No, you're right. I have seen that, but I thought McGregor because I guess is this fight soon or is still a little ways away?
Oh God,
UFC
I have no idea.
Dude. Or something.
I'm kind of honestly over.
No. I'm not kidding, Tony. I hope first round he just gets his jaw shattered. Honestly,
303 is going to be June 29th, so the fucking day after the beach bash.
Coming up, Tony.
Dude, that's going to be crazy. We're going to be watching that fight on June 29th.
Wow.
Saturday
night. No, but wouldn't you love to see a first round KO? Like blood flying everywhere. Like he's fine, but he gets his ass kicked.
Yeah, I think so, dude. He's just like annoying.
He's an alcoholic.
Honestly,
he literally, yes, Tony. Come on.
What's his fucking whiskey? I don't even remember, dude. It sucks.
Proper.
Proper 12.
Yeah,
it sucks, dude.
Exactly. And it just, you know what I mean? You want to be a promoter,
movie star,
you want to be an actor. Go do that, but don't say you're a fighter. Don't get us all jacked up for your fight. And like this Michael Chandler guy, I've heard of his name.
Who is he?
I don't know too much about him. He was his coach on The Ultimate Fighter. Opposing coach.
Oh, really?
But it's like he's not that good. He's definitely gonna kick his ass. Like McGregor, he had it. He doesn't have it. And Matthew Ryan, who loves to hate everybody, says that Conor McGregor is the best fighter, which is just insane. Maybe the best fighter when in 2017, Matthew. I mean, it is a little ridiculous. It's almost, you know what it reminds me of? It's like expecting Patrick Corbin, Tony, to have a ERA under 3 this year. It's just not happening.
You think he should retire?
Corbin?
McGregor.
Yes, I do think he should retire. And like I said, act. Go ahead, act. You're already acting anyway. What's the difference?
Wow.
You know? And he says Chandler's going to be beating on Connor Kevdu.
Wow, Kevdu can see that.
I didn't know he was an MMA guy, you know?
Kevdu loves to fight, I'm sure, dude.
Yeah.
But McGregor, you think career, like, shambles?
Done.
Legacy gone? Or
Yeah, and then
really?
How weak was it when he's like after he lost to Poirier and he's like, oh, that was a doctor's stoppage. Like, it's like, I don't care what type of stoppage it is. If it's a stoppage in the middle, like you got your ass kicked. Who cares?
Yeah, and it's like, what? Your ankle was broken in half. Like, what do you mean, doctor stoppage? Like, yeah, dude. Like, what?
No, he's the worst. He really is the worst.
So no respect for him.
No, absolutely not.
I did think back in the day, I forget who it was even because, but when he threw the freaking chair through somebody's bus window, and he gets arrested.
No, but you're an alcoholic. Why else would you be doing that?
Yeah.
No, and have
very
to say, when he
interesting, dude.
first came up and he's like literally winning in like 20 seconds, loved it. Like
Mhm.
that was great. But where did that go? I don't see it anywhere, Tony.
So what if like comes out here and beats this Chandler
He's
guy?
not.
And
He's
then
not. He's
not?
100%. He's not.
nope.
No, because he's not. He's not dialed in like he used to be. He's not McGregor. That's the whole thing. Like
Wow.
he has the name still, but the performance is not McGregor, and you know that too. I know you do.
Whoa, I look forward to that fight on the 28th. UFC 303.
Oh God, and then especially too what he did with Floyd. Like talk about acting.
that was
whole-
kind of bullshit, dude.
And I'm honestly tight that at that time, like I found out right after, but I kind of fell for it at that time, honestly. And I
Yeah.
was actually like, I watched that whole match, and Gervonta
me too.
Davis was on the undercard, and the undercards were great that night.
Yeah.
I'll never forget. But just the fact that he did that too, and it's like, oh my God, I don't like that fake stuff. Really, it's like go do WWE, like please.
Wow, Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
Matthew Ryan, Kev Dude Taylor doesn't know winning.
Oh my God. Wow. Really on the attack today.
And Taylor saying Chandler got that legit knockout
I-
power.
I-
I've never seen him fight that guy. I don't know much
I've
about
just heard
him.
his name.
I
and
do
that's really
remember
it.
though at Ultimate Fighter when he was on or whatever
He's
it
the
was.
coach.
Yeah.
Says hit him with one hitter quitter. Is he hitting the one hitter? Is that what he's saying?
Yeah, I think Kev Dude right now hitting the one hitter. Definitely, dude.
definitely.
And he definitely doesn't quit on it. He probably keeps hitting it for a little while.
Oh, of course.
Yes,
of course. So no Yankee baseball yesterday. So the Mets, Tony, with a win, like Kev Dude alluded to.
Yeah, dude. Like Kev Dude and Matthew Ryan, who
Yeah.
was honestly, I really couldn't stop talking about it. Like you said, I don't know. It's kind of weird. He's almost like a closet Mets fan, maybe.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, they do beat the Nationals here in the first game, 8-7. So I know what you're thinking. It's like, geez, dude, you still give up 7 runs. Which I mean, I guess at that point, I talked about, I guess the Mets bats, kind of finally showing something here.
Mark
And it almost looks like the Mets are back to what they were looking like last season, where they were scoring a ton of runs, but still keeping it close because their pitching was not good. And I guess, the scoring did start off here at the top of the second with Harrison Bader, who, believe it or not, was his birthday yesterday, dude. I know, the birthday boy, dude. But top of the second here, Michael Gore pitching for Washington. The inning started off with a Marte single to left field, and then Vientos was walked.
Wait, did you see Michael Gore again?
Oh, I did say Michael Gore again. Dude, why do I keep doing that?
I don't know. 'Cause there's no Michael Gore. There's
I don't
Frank
think so.
Gore.
Frank
This is
Gore,
Mackenzie Gore. I don't remember another Gore. Al Gore,
Yeah, I don't think that's not a real guy. That's crazy. All right, so Mackenzie Gore pitching for the Nationals here. Nonetheless, so at that point, Bader's on, runners on first and third at this point. Hits a sac fly RBI, scores Marte, puts him up 1-0. Great to see that. Unfortunately, though, bottom of the second, the Nats get it right back, and it's courtesy of a Harrison Bader kerfuffle in center field, dude. Pretty interesting here. It starts off, McGill pitching here, Senzel at the plate, hammers a ball, forcing those up high, hits a deep center field. Harrison Bader tracking it, literally, ironically enough, perfectly, Brian. And at the wall, it goes in and out of his glove. And Bader does the old, like, he catches it and he thinks he has it, and then he's looking around. It's like, whatever, dude. So Senzel ends up getting the second base at that point. And then Vargas lines out to right, which moves. Senzel at that point was second. Winker RBI single to left field. Scores Senzel's right, just like that. 1-1 game. And now we'll go to top of the fourth where we get some more action going on. And this is where Vientos really opens it up and starts some scoring. First pitch of the inning, Vientos absolutely jumps on it. A 95-mile-an-hour four-seam fastball that was high, dude. Yanks that one 420 feet dead center, 5th home run of the year. I talked about it. He's been absolutely heating up. You love to see that from Vientos. Someone who, I don't know, we were talking about him, in the offseason, even coming into this year, beginning of, someone who's almost counted out. So, you almost kind of expected to see Beatty, that everyday third baseman. And now we're seeing Vientos get some more looks here, which is great. Excuse me. That same inning, I believe, Lindor had an RBI single, which brought in Iglesias, who's been starting at second base a couple games, just because of McNeil just being terrible, which was, I guess, good on Mendoza. He even said to the media, McNeil's someone who has won the batting title. We're not seeing anywhere near that type of production from him, so he's not going to be starting until he does, which is pretty interesting to hear from Mendoza, who's kind of, laying down the gauntlet a little bit on some of these players. But nonetheless, let's go now to the fourth inning. Mets are up 3-1, but we do have a few kerfuffles here from McGill and from some of the infielders here. But nonetheless, the inning does start off great. You have McGill strikes out Ruiz, does give a back-to-back singles to Senzel and Winker. So you have runners on first and third here with just one out. Vargas ended up grounding out into a fielder's choice here. Senzel does score. Winker's out at second. And then I think that was a just terrible defense play by Iglesias at second base. I don't know what he was thinking, but it was, ground ball, in between first and second. Iglesias picks it up. McGill's covering first, and he does like this really weird, honestly, I don't even know what, a lazy throw. And misses McGill. It falls short of first base even. It was like the single was hit in between Alonso and Iglesias. So they kind of were running backwards and crossed over each other. Iglesias ends up getting it. So obviously Alonso's way out of position to be there. McGill was at a cover, but Iglesias was running across his body, just goes like this. And the ball maybe goes 15 feet and then hits the ground.
Oh, jeez.
And it was just, again, Iglesias is someone who's been around the league for a while too, and is known for some solid defense, utility guy, whatever. Blows it there, and then of course, dude, who is it? Joey Gallo at the freaking plate.
I thought he retired.
Literally, I thought so too. But a four-seam fastball over the middle, cranks it right center, gives the Nationals the lead. It's 4-3, just like that. And it was so funny to see Joey Gallo, of all people, to do that. Absolutely ridiculous. So McGill, he's going to actually continue to pitch into the fifth, but I don't know, dude. At that point, some of his stuff just, that four-seamer just wasn't working. That's all he was throwing,
Yeah.
But nonetheless, let's go to top of the fifth, where we do see now Bader even more so add to the score here. But the pitcher starts out. Gore actually still starts in this inning. I think, gives a single to Marte, and then walks Vientos on I think a 4-pitch at bat. So Vientos reaches the base yet again, and they bring in Floro, and it's the Nationals bullpen isn't great, much like we've seen so far this season from them. They bring in a bullpen guy, and he starts giving up hits immediately. I know it's a tough position because its base is juiced. I think one out. Bader, sac fly RBI, Iglesias RBI single, and then Torrens comes in, who is at the catching position, Michael, with a nice double to center, scoring Iglesias and Vientos, so tacking on the runs, making it 7-4. We'll have to see that. Might be thinking at this point, boy, I go get the Mets score, but I mean, they just keep giving up runs though. Next inning, literally, this is the story of the game. Whenever they score the next inning, they end up giving up some more runs, courtesy of McGill here. This is when you start to lose the strike zone. Gives up or Thomas lines out to start the inning, and then Rosario gets a single, so he's on base. Ruiz another single, which brings Rosario to third. Walks Senzel, and then walks Winker. So back-to-back walks at that point. And again, it just seems like he was throwing so many pitches. I think he threw maybe 95 pitches total, but again, this Winker, another 4-pitch walk. You really can't have that. He definitely was losing it, but does get out of that inning, which is great. Vargas ends up lining out there, so limits the damage just to 1 run there, keeping a 2-run lead for the Mets, which is great. And then you even get another insurance run tacked on in the top of the 6th with an RBI single courtesy of Marte. And that was just, honestly, I don't know what the Nationals are doing, but this was just a horrific showing of defense. Marte hits a single to center. I think it was Thomas, right, playing center field, tries to throw to second to throw to third to throw up Martinez. Throw is wild. Third baseman picks it up, though. Tries to throw to first to pick off Marte. That throw was wild. Marte ends up advancing the second. Martinez scores. So a gimme run there from the Nationals. And ironically enough, they needed that gimme run, even though it gave them a lead of 3 runs. But of course, we'll fast forward here. By the way, Adrian Hauser came in the 6th inning. Solid, I guess. A couple flyouts. And then Garcia ground out, I think, to the catcher. So I mean, Hauser, I mean, I know he definitely wasn't what we expected because he was supposed to be a starting pitcher here, but does get, a few good outs here out of the bullpen. He pitched through the 7th as well, which is great because that he can get some extra innings, which is great. But obviously, fast forward now here to the bottom of the 9th. Coming into this, obviously, Nationals here last the licks. Mets still maintaining that 3-run lead all the way from the 6th here. Adam Ottavino comes in for, I think, the 7th time pitching on back-to-back days this year. And when he does do that, his ERA on the second day is like a 6.25.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. So not great, dude. And knowing that, of course, Garcia leadoff walk, dude. And then first pitch of the next at bat to Reese hits him on the knee. So just like that, at the blink of an eye, you have 2 runners on and a 3-run game, tying runner at the plate. Senzel flies out, which moves everybody up. Sinker walks, scores Garcia, Ruiz to second at that point. And then gives him another single, Vargas. So that brings runners to second and third. At that point, and then Mendoza comes out, pulls him, brings in Diekman, dude. So Ottavino couldn't get anything going for himself there. Diekman comes in, does give up a sac fly RBI, obviously inherited run there, but then strikes out Milas looking, which was great on a 3-pitch at bat. But still, even so, Mets ended up winning this game 8-7, not without making any Met fan nervous in the 9th. I mean, that's obviously, it was our biggest issue last year, still our biggest issue today, this season, which obviously is the pitching and the bullpen. I mean, you just don't have it.
Yeah.
You don't have pitchers giving you length. Your bullpen is exhausted. I think we saw Drew Smith for the first time in a while. Saw Drew Smith, which is great. But I mean, if that's what you're getting pumped about, Drew Smith coming out of the bullpen. I mean, that's not a good sign.
Right.
Obviously Diaz is still rehabbing. You're not sure what he's going to look like though. But until then, it's going to be Reed Foley. It's going to be Garrett. It's going to be Diekman coming in, giving up runs. It's going to be Adam Ottavino unable to have 2 back-to-back outings, or to have back-to-back outings. It is really bad. It's the Nationals here. If the Mets do want to have any shot at a wild card, I mean, it's not going to be always looking like this, where you'll be able to rely on your offense. So, I mean, again, if that's what the Mets are trying to do, I mean, you got to improve your bullpen.
Are you
easily?
Are you watching before Binge Buddies tonight?
Yeah, definitely.
Like you're 100%.
Yeah.
Like you like if you're able to get a stream on like every game, you're pretty much putting up.
Yeah, no, absolutely, dude. I mean, especially now. I mean, it's baseball season, so this is it. This is like you're totally dialed in.
Is there like any excitement, or is it more like see how it goes, pessimism, like before the game starts? Like, how do you?
I mean, I expect to win against the Nationals.
Right, but I mean, are you excited to see it, or is it just kind of like, oh, give me something to be excited about?
Yeah, I mean, I guess right now, I mean, I'm excited to see Vientos to continue to hit. Like, I want to see that. I'm excited for when Alvarez comes back. I'm going to be pumped for that for sure. Like, I want to see Martinez still bat well, even though, I mean, however good he's going to be, it's not going to mean anything because he's not going to probably be in the Mets in the next couple of years.
But if he's good enough for the
trade,
deadline, I mean, really, I don't even care if like it's like, you're just buying a bunch of lottery tickets, but like in terms of like just trading guys, I think it just makes sense. Trade as many people as possible because a lot of like what the Yankees did, for instance, with Luis Gil, like that was a guy that you would get back for JD Martinez or even less than that because they traded Jake Cave, who no one even knows who Jake Cave is. So that's why I'm saying it's always worth to get any type of return for somebody that you don't need and you're not going to resign.
Yeah. And especially I feel like because of all these teams that are like, again, like running for a wild card spot now. Like, I mean, I know, like, we joke about how, the Yankees are far better and there's a lot of outliers at the top of the AL and the NL. I mean, there's other teams that be middle of the pack that would be dying for an extra bat, like Martinez.
The Mariners comes to mind. Even Texas too, if they're kind of
definitely.
Minnesota, Detroit,
Cleveland, even
Cleveland would be another one.
Yeah.
in a prorated salary. I mean, he's only making $8.5 million this year, right?
Yeah,
So I mean, other teams not gonna have to pay that much.
exactly. So I think there's some bright spots there. And again, I mean, you asked me what I'm excited for, I guess, for the season. I mean, as each of these games go by, I mean, everything is pointing more towards like dump everything and start over, or as dump as much as you can and start over. At least I know you're not gonna be able to dump everyone's contract, but I mean, you need to get new faces in here. I mean, it's just not, I mean, you're not gonna be competitive. You're probably not gonna make a wild card spot. Even if you do, I mean, you need a miracle to be competitive in the postseason.
Yeah.
I mean,
for the future.
You got to build for the future.
Dave wants to trade Alonso finally. I didn't expect him to get to that point.
Yeah, I know that's tough, dude. I mean, it really is a shame to see someone like him leave the Mets.
But like we talked about with the contract, and like
you need the right return. You really, I mean, you can't get fleeced.
But even if, like, any return's better than nothing, because I mean, you're not going to give him 8-9 years over $300 million.
Yeah, probably not.
It wouldn't be wise. It would be.
It would not
with
be
your
wise.
Heart, not your.
Yeah, it would be, because at the end of the day,
mind.
I mean, he's just not that guy right now. At least he's not that guy for you. He's not that guy. If he was batting, 285 right now, I mean, that's different. You know.
And I think a change of scenery is gonna really get him going. I would think anyway.
Yeah, I
Competitive
don't know.
environment, better clubhouse. That stuff can't help.
No, yeah, definitely. It would be really interesting to see how he would do on another clubhouse, especially one that is a team that's contending.
Yeah.
Because I mean, when has he ever really seen that?
And would it, as long as you got a good return, like, would it still hurt? Or no? Like if he's in the playoffs,
of course, dude.
Yeah.
I would root for him, depending on what team he goes to, of course.
And listen, it's not over yet. I mean, at this point, what is he? 30 years old, Alonso?
29? Yeah, 29, 30.
But it's kind of just like crazy, like how his perception has changed so quickly.
I know, dude.
I mean, you go back to a couple of years ago. I mean, there was a talk like, who's better player, Alonso or Judge?
Right. And I mean, I'm telling you right now, dude, like, I mean, if the Mets were a different scenario, it would be a different conversation. If the Mets were still good, if they had other pieces, first of all, I have no doubt that if the Mets had better players in general, he, like you said, like in an environment that is competitive, he would be thriving. I mean, we've seen that.
What do you think, Michael? Like, would he be thriving, Alonso, or is he just too goofy? Because I know you've always been big, not marketable.
I know what he's gonna say, dude. I know what he's gonna say.
Yankees, like, he'd have 50 home runs this season. Yeah. Interesting.
That's what I mean. Like, if the Mets are good and they don't have to trade him, like, we're not talking about that. No matter what he looks like,
Yeah. Well, but the whole thing is he has to be good, though, because I think even if they were good and he has these numbers,
right,
I don't think they're still going to want to.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. I mean, even if the Mets were competitive and doing better, I mean, he'll be more competitive. And I mean, listen, we've seen, again, I use the Yankees as an example. We've seen a lot of batters, get second chances, a lot of players, I should say, rolling through the years when they do have off years because their batting average is low, strikeouts are up, whatever. Because it's like, hey, like his batting average is going to come around. They have that time.
Breaking news.
Mets don't have that time. Alonso has no time. Cohen doesn't have that time. So that's why we're talking about it.
And this one is for you, Tony. Novak Djokovic has withdrawn from this year's French Open, citing a knee injury. And this is courtesy of ESPN. I didn't see the source specifically. It could have been Jeremy Schaap. So that coming out of Roland Garros. Dude. Yeah, it's just
knee injury, huh?
Yeah, but those guys like the big three and Murray, all that. I mean, it's over. Yeah, it's all about Alcatraz. Is that even Alcaraz? I don't even know what his name is.
It's not Alcatraz. Who's that tennis player? Anyone?
It's out. No, it's not.
No, it's not Alcatraz.
It's close to that, though. It really is close.
Who's gonna win the French Open?
Carlos.
Where are the here men's singles? There we go. Come on, what is this? French Open. I mean, can I get like a freaking? Let's go.
It's Carlos Alcaraz.
Alcaraz, yeah, from Spain. That's him. Medvedev also we have in there. We gotta get back into tennis, dude.
I know. What?
I know. We should go play some tennis, dude.
WNBA talk?
WNBA?
Caitlin Clark, dude.
Stephen A.
Stephen A. talking about it?
McNutt.
Oh, She's good on air.
No, but you
Come on.
saw the whole thing yesterday? Or there was
Wait, no.
Oh, there's like this whole thing. Yeah.
Wait, really? What happened?
Like basically because she kind of like, without saying it, kind of like called him out for being like a phony almost, and was just like, oh yeah, you're talking about the WNBA more than any show now, but you could have done that 3 years ago. You have the platform to do that, but you chose not to, basically.
Wow. Let me see if I can. Was it on? Was this right?
This is definitely it.
Here we go, dudes. Mona McNutt is over here, second from the right. Okay, cool. And Shannon Sharp, dude. I can't with him, dude. He really is phenomenal.
Yeah. The opposite of Stephen A.
Really?
Potential. And because we bring that up and talk about what potentially might get in their way, which we do to men all the time, now we got to sit up here and watch every syllable.
Oh,
I resent that, and I'll leave it.
All right, so let me. I know we got to go to break. Welcome to the world of being a woman, Stephen A., and how you have to dance about your word choice and you have to please everybody and anybody as you navigate your being. We are talking about the world's greatest.
How about being a black man?
Being black. Hold on 1 second. Have you? So this is what I'm saying to y'all though, and I know we got to go to break, and we didn't necessarily go there. Maybe we should. There are so many layers in this conversation around the way that it's being discussed. When you no. And yes, Shannon, I know y'all are going to say and Stephen A., I know you're going to, you just shared that you've talked about the WNBA on your program too. You guys may not have said everybody, but the prevailing sentiment for folks that are just joining the WNBA and following women's sports is unfair to the women of this league, to your point, who have laid the groundwork for Caitlin Clark to come in and now take it to the next level. That's all I'm saying in these conversations. Kennedy Carter's behavior is not indicative of the entire league. We are still talking about competition where you are allowed to get a little extra elbow in if you are competing and you do it within the parameters of the game. The game is physical. Caitlin is helping to grow the league. These women understand that, but she cannot be babied as a rookie. That's all I'm at.
All right.
Who talks about the WNBA? Who talks about women? Who talk about women's sports more than First Take?
Stephen A., respectfully, with your platform, you could have been doing this 3 years ago if you wanted to.
Wow. All right, we gotta go. You guys.
So did you
know you're my guy, but
who does more than
Stephen,
us?
I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you.
Wow.
Don't do that. I'm talking to you about the power that you have.
Okay.
I'm talking to you.
Okay.
All right, let's.
You're my guy, but I'm talking to you.
I got it.
Guys, I really appreciate.
You're my girl, but you've missed a lot of episodes of First Take. You missed a lot.
Stephen A., 3 years ago, you were not talking about the W at this level. Don't do that.
Guys.
Nobody was, Monica. You making Stephen A. point, Monica. Monica, you making Stephen A. point.
Please let me do my job. Please let me do my job. We've gone for 40 minutes straight. It was a riveting discussion. I have to get into commercial break.
And if I had to sum it up, like in one phrase, Tony, I would say Jeremy Schaap.
Dude, that's embarrassing, honestly.
I'm just so bad at this. Like, you think no way that was anything shy of organic? Because it's just so hard for me to even tell at this point. Like, if any part of that was set up, I know, like, oh, why would he set it up? But it's like, you know,
I don't think that was set up, dude. No, I don't think so.
And you think, like, because I guess he talked about his podcast or something. Because I'm a fan. They were playing some clips of it. But like, so you think he was legit, like the whole, like, he was actually that pissed?
Yeah, I think so, dude. He was speechless. like I've never really seen him not be able to say anything, and it's like, I don't know, dude. I mean, that is bad. However that conversation was able to go, like, that should not have been. And I really honestly don't even get what their issue. Honestly, dude, the whole WNBA thing right now is so, like, it's getting out of hand. I feel, because it's like, what do you want? I mean, people are talking about it. Isn't that what you like? I don't know, dude. Like,
well, it's because they don't have anything better to talk about, honestly.
Like, come on, man. Like, why aren't you happy that the WNBA is getting into, like, mainstream media now? I mean, regardless of who it's because.
Yeah.
Because I saw the hit that what's her face.
Yeah. Caitlin Clark
took. The other girl, Connors,
Kennedy,
whatever the hell.
Yeah.
And then Angel Reese said that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't get it, dude.
It's just too dramatic.
It really is so dramatic. And it's
just
like, it's one thing if it's like Caitlin Clark is the number one player coming in the league right now. Like, obviously he's a target on her back, but they're trying to say that, like, it's almost like they're jealous that she's getting so much like hype around her and that they're tight because of that, which is like, dude, just play the fucking game.
Yeah, and be grateful.
You know, and just be happy you're in a fucking league that people are even watching. They're being interviewed at this point. Like, I don't know. At the end of the day, you're getting paid to play basketball. Like,
and almost it would be a parallel. Would be like if the other Yankees besides Soto and Judge were unhappy because everybody's just talking about Soto and Judge. It's like, well, if you want to be talking about more, then why don't you start playing like them?
Yeah,
like, I don't.
How about that?
Like,
dude?
what's the question?
Like, I really don't understand why it has to be so. Like, you have to remember the people who came here do this first. It's like,
yeah, well, that's
what are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about?
Theatrics.
That part is bullshit. I really hope people don't like. I hope people listen to that and they realize that that's just bullshit.
Yeah.
Because like, what are we talking about right now? Like this. First of all, that girl is like reshaping how people see the WNBA.
Right.
Like she is, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what do you want?
Yeah. No. Exactly.
Let's go back to no one watching it then. Just no one watch it again.
But I think, Tony, it would be a good time to do a full-on abbreviated baseball frenzy.
I mean, you freaking said it, Brian. Let's go June 4th on this beautiful Tuesday. Let's get it started here. A ton of games, actually. Huge slate here. Yankees back in action, but of course, you know me. I'll be starting with the Mets in Nationals Park, obviously, in D.C., baby, as we take on Game 2, the Mets and the Nationals. David Peterson getting yet another start here for the Mets. Has pitched 5 innings and 1 start already on the season. He got 3 strikeouts, 7 hits, a 3.6 ERA.
Also known as 2 runs over 5.
Through 1 start. And he's going up against Trevor Williams, a familiar face here for a lot of Mets batters.
He's
pretty
like pitching
interesting,
at an all-star
dude.
level this year.
2.22 ERA. Hasn't had a loss yet on the year. 56 and 2/3 innings, too. So, like, going to
home runs.
Only giving up 2 home runs. I've never seen that from him ever, at least as a Met anyway. And we know the Nationals, I guess, the C.J. Abrams, Lane Thomas, okay, dude. But nonetheless, the bats have been hot for the Mets. Let's freaking ride it. Let's go. Mark Vientos, baby. His 6th and 7th home run of the year tonight off of Williams, doubling his home run count for the year, obviously. Over under 8.5. Washington is even here. The Mets are minus 120 on the road. Give me the Mets winning this game. It's going to have to be by a lot of runs here. I say give me Mets winning. I'll say, 6-3, dude.
All right. And I have to give you full transparency. And I think I did it actually in the league that we're in together, streaming Trevor Williams in a couple leagues. Obviously, he's just been on fire. Little revenge spot, former team, to this, to that.
What are you trying to say right now?
Anyway, Tony, Twins, Yankees, TBS, Luis Gil, Tony, going up against Bailey O'Bear, and kind of ironic, Gil, who is 7-1 with a 1.99 ERA here, pitching against the team that system he came up in, and like I said, the Jake Cave deal. O'Bear has gotten lit up a little bit this year, ERA just below 5. So what I would say here is the Yankees bats, nice little off day there on their way back home yesterday. They're well rested, slept in their own beds, full meals, this and that. And I think Luis Gil, Tony, it's 7 innings, it's 10 strikeouts, it's 1 earned run, maybe 5 hits, 2 walks. His 8th victory of the season, and it's Aaron Judge, it's Juan Soto, and it's Giancarlo Stanton, all leaving the building in a rout. And it's the Yankees versus Twins. We know, I think, the regular season pace for the Yankees against the Twins since 2002 is like 118 games.
Ridiculous.
So they win this one by the score of 9-4. So it's the Yankees, and it's the over.
I love that. Speaking of familiar faces with the Mets and everything, let's go to Kansas City here as they'll be traveling the Royals to Cleveland. Taking on the Guardians, Progressive Field, Seth Lugo. Speaking of pitching in terms of Cy Young status here, he's 9-1 on the season, 1.72 ERA. Only giving up 6 dingers, 78 1/3 innings pitched, 66 Ks. Seth Lugo has been dying to be a starting pitcher for since he's been on the Mets, really. obviously finally getting his opportunity with Kansas City. Love to see that for him, honestly. Relish the opportunity if he was back on the Mets here, but nonetheless, I think he's going to be absolutely dealing in Cleveland. First time these two teams are facing off. Over under 8.5. I feel like Cleveland, lack of offense sometimes. Same thing with Kansas City too. So I think give me the under. I think Seth Lugo pitches 7 scoreless innings. Royals go on to win this game. I'll say 4-2. So Royals in the under, Brian.
All right, next game, second game. Give me the Dodgers. They're facing the Pirates here. The series before, of course, their big series in the Bronx. And this will feature a pitching matchup of former Pirate Tyler Glasnow, maybe a tribute video in order, going up against Jared Jones for the Pirates, the 22-year-old right-hander with a 3.55 ERA. Glasnow 6-3 with a 3.04. The Pirates have disappointed me, honestly. I thought they were a team that could maybe, sneak into contention. But it just, it doesn't seem like it's going to ever happen. I mean, I know O'Neal Cruz hasn't got off to the start that he would have liked. I mean, there's hype with Paul Skeens, is it, Tony, right?
Yes.
Yeah. With the 102-mile-an-hour fastball, the girlfriend, the TikTok, all that stuff. But it seems like, again, they're losing 90 games at least. So give me the Dodgers easily. Glasnow 10 strikeouts over 6 1/3. We're going to say the Dodgers win on the road here in Pittsburgh 6-1.
Absolutely love that here.
Dodgers under.
Last game, best game, my game here. We're going to go to Chicago as they take on Chicago. That's right. Cubs taking on the White Sox here at Wrigley, 8:05 p.m. Chicago minus 290 because of two big reasons. One, Chicago White Sox 15-45 on the season so far, 5-24 away. I know they're not too much away. First time they're playing the Cubs, and we have Shota Imanaga here pitching for the Cubs. Speaking of Cy Young here, he's 5-1, a 1.86 ERA through 58 innings pitched, dude. Has given up 5 home runs, but over those 58 innings pitched, 59 strikeouts. So you love to see that out of him. I really can't see the White Sox getting any offense going. Ironically enough, over-under is at 9.5, which is pretty high here. Cubs have dropped 4 of the last 5. White Sox are on, I think, a 6-game losing streak. But the Cubs, obviously, last time that Imanaga here pitched, it was a loss to Milwaukee. Got a little pop by the Brewers. But I think due for that bounce back, you're thinking maybe 6 or 7 scoreless as well. I'll say his final line is 7 innings, 2 earned runs, 8 Ks, 1 walk, 4 hits. And the Cubs go on to a win. I'll say Cody Bellinger with the bottom of the 9th grand salami.
Wow.
To put the Cubs up 5-2. Let's go Cubs under.
Cubs in the under. The under threw me off there, but I guess the White Sox can't hit.
Yeah.
Speaking of unders, give me the Orioles in the under. They have Corbin Burns in Toronto against an unnamed starting pitcher, unless they name it on ESPN, which I don't think. No, it's undecided still.
Where the hell?
It's right there.
Oh, yeah, undecided.
But yeah, the Orioles obviously right, underneath the Yankees there in the American League East standings. And I think Burns against a Toronto lineup that just isn't hitting. They're in last place, right? Or no?
Toronto?
Go up a little bit. Down a little bit. Down. And yes, they're in last place by a game and a half behind Tampa. Kind of crazy how the
that
orders,
is crazy.
Those teams having Toronto and Tampa in last. But anyway, I think Burns dominates. I'm going to honestly say complete game shutout, honestly. Striking out 12. And I'm going to say the Orioles 5-0. Gunnar Henderson, Tony, a granny in the top half of the 6th. And just like that, that's your baseball frenzy. Nothing crazy about that. People say granny for Grand Slam. I don't know why you're taking it elsewhere, Tony. You don't need to do that.
No, I was just smiling because it's funny how I said Grand Slam, and then all of a sudden you're saying Grand Slam.
Well, it gave me the idea. No,
I'm saying pitch a full game shutout, and then you're saying pitch a full game shutout.
Oh my god. So what do you think? Like, we have a second, Tony, and it's just we're a little behind here. Do we?
Oh my god! Dude.
Do we update it?
How far behind are we? Like 2 weeks?
Mets doubleheader? That's not 2 weeks. Probably last week they had a doubleheader, right? Against the Dodgers.
It was Friday. No.
Or
No way.
do they have a midweek series?
Oh, wait, no.
Just go to the Mets page.
Because it started Thursday, so it probably was like a Tuesday or a Wednesday.
Last Tuesday. Yeah, so it's like a week. We could do it.
Okay.
Let me know when you're ready.
Last Tuesday?
If they had
May
a doubleheader?
28th, dude. Yep, doubleheader.
Okay, gotcha. So you had the over in game 1, the under in game 2. Obviously, the Mets lost both of those, but what was the total situation?
I
Under
want
in game 2.
It's
over
probably
in game
under.
1. So that's 0-2.
So
right
I'm
there.
1 in. No, you said under in game 2.
2, but that's game 1, isn't it? 5-2.
Game 1 is 5-2.
And you had the
under
over
in game 2.
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
hit the
So
under.
I'm 1 and 4.
1 and 3. It's 4 things.
Oh yeah, sorry, 1
Yeah.
and 3.
1 and 3,
1,
and
4,
then the
4.
Braves in the over. So that's 2 and 4.
4.
Rangers in the under.
That's 4 and 4.
Okay, so
Wow.
4 and 4.
Savage.
Just mark that down here.
4 and 4.
Oh, you got it?
I did mark it down. You can mark it down too. If you want.
No. I mean, if you got it, you got it. And then that day, the Yankees in the under.
I want to say 1
7.5.
and 1.
Yeah.
Probably right.
Mariners in the over.
Mariners 2 and 2.
2 and 2. Padres in the over.
3 and 3.
3 and 3. Okay.
Because I had a makeup game that day because of the rain out, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have that marked.
3 and 3.
And then we both had that wasn't a makeup game. That was the the New York Rangers. So we had to go back. Take the Rangers was 2-0.
I didn't.
Yeah, it was the New York Rangers.
Okay.
And I'm guessing
You
that
did
was
the
a
same.
loss.
Yeah.
So, and it was probably the under.
Let's see. It was Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So instead of you were what 4 and 4, it's 3 and 5. Okay, so mark that. And then you said I was 3 and 3, so
Yeah.
I'm 4 and 4 because I had the Rangers in the under
And
as
the
well.
under? Okay.
Yeah. And then we're on to Wednesday. And while you're on the hockey page, it went Oilers in the under.
Or was another you had.
Yeah,
Which
so that's a 1 and 1.
1 and 1. So you're 5 and 5.
And then on to baseball.
Mark that.
Oh, actually, wait. No, you had stars and under. So just put.
And then I had 4 and 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say 4 and 6. Okay, cool. Let's go back to baseball now.
Oh no. That's 3 and 7, right? Stars in the under. Didn't that go over?
I thought we said under, right? Because you had.
No, I had
Oilers
the
in the
Oilers
over.
under. Oilers in the under.
Oh.
And you had stars in
Stars.
the under.
And the under.
Yeah, so I'm saying you were 3 and 5. Now you're 3 and 7. Because 0 and 2. Because the Stars lost.
Okay,
and didn't go
yeah,
under.
you're right.
And then, all right. So just so we have that, and then out to the baseball that day, which is Wednesday.
Which is Wednesday.
Once we do this, I mark my word. Chop this. We're gonna do a bite. All that stuff.
Chop salad.
Never gonna be behind like this again. So it's the next day, Wednesday.
Next day, Wednesday.
So the Pirates game 2, which I know they won, I believe.
This is for you now.
Yep.
Pirates
Game 2,
game 1, they
10-2.
lost. Game 2, 10-2.
And I had the under, so it's
6
1
and
and
6.
Yep. And then the Padres in the under.
Padres in the under, so it's 6 and 8.
Yankees in the over.
7 and 9.
7 and 9. Okay, we're all good there.
Yep.
And then you had the Mets in the over.
All right, let's go. 4 and 8.
The Orioles in the under.
I went from 4 and 8 to doing 6 and 8.
Royals in the under.
6 and 8. 8 and 8.
8 and 8. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we're on to the next day, Thursday. Mets in the over.
For me,
Another 1 and 1, right?
9 and 9.
Cubs in the over.
9 and 9.
10 and 10.
To 10 and 10.
Nationals in the under.
12
and 10.
10 and 10. 12 and 10. All right.
Okay. And then for me, Yankees in the over. That's 2-0.
9 and 9.
Yep. Mariners in the over.
Oh, you went from 9 and 9 to 9 and 11.
And then the A's in the under.
9 and 11. You went to
9 and 13. And then we're on to Friday.
Friday. Should we want to do hockey? Let's go over the hockey.
Stars
for
in
Friday.
the over for Friday.
Stars
For
in the-
you.
For
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, stars in the
So
over.
12 and 12.
And then on to baseball.
What did you have though?
I had the Oilers in the over. So that's a what?
So you're 11 and 30. Oh wait, in the over.
Yep.
So you're 10 and 14.
And then for baseball, you had Mets over.
Baseball Friday. Mets in the over. Let's go. 14 and 12.
And the Phillies in the over.
I went from 14-12 to 15-13.
And then the Padres in the under.
15-13 to
16 and 14.
16
right?
and 14, yeah.
And then I had Yankees under.
Yankees in the under.
It's got to be 7.5.
You think 7.5?
Yeah.
Could be 8.5. See how well you know. 7.5, Brian.
Guardians in the over.
So that puts you to 11 and 15. 11-15, Guardians. 11 and 15.
That's the over, right? Or you just check it, I guess. It could be 8.5.
So say 11. You were 11 and 15.
It would be
and now
13
you're
and 15 if this is 7.
7.5.
Yeah. So 13
13,
and 15. And then the Braves in the over.
13, 15, and then so 14, 16.
Okay. And then for you, and I guess this is going to be, this would be Monday.
Monday now.
As in yesterday.
Correct.
Mets under.
All right.
1-1.
17-15.
Astros over.
I think the Astros in the over.
Yep.
17-15. Oh, all right. 19-15.
And then Orioles under. Which I think might have hit. Oh, no, not the under, but
2016.
2016. Okay. And then I have Phillies under, which hit.
Yeah. So that's 16-16.
Padres over, which is a 1-2. And then Rangers under, which is a 1-1.
So 16, 18, 17, 19.
17, 19. So we're all evened up.
Yeah, 36 and 36. Let's go.
But why?
So it's 20. I went 20 and 16 over that stint, and you went 17, 19.
Okay. And then, all right. And then if just need your help one more second here. So starting with you. So you were 44 and 25.
So 44 and 25. So that's what? 64 and 44.
64. Let me just write this down. Put it right next to the old name. 64
and 44.
And 44.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was 38 and 29.
So it's 48, 55. 39, 48. 55 and 48.
55 and 48.
Does that match?
So
it's 38, right? Plus 17 is 55.
Yep.
And then 19 plus 29 is 48. So,
but I was I 29?
Did you say 29? What'd you say? You said 38 and 29?
Yeah, I did. But 38 and 29 and 45 and 29 don't add up to begin.
I was 45 and 29.
Yeah, you were 44 and 25.
44. Oh, yeah, 44 and 25. Okay.
Before these picks.
44 and 25. So that, okay, no, I see why it's wrong then. So then that's 35. That should be 64 and 41.
Okay. 64 and 41. And then you said I was 55 and 48.
So that makes more sense, I guess, right? Is that
5. So I'm still what? 113.
That's 105.
I think I'm 2 games behind. So we just call it 56 and 49 and then we're all good.
56 and 49 and we're all good. Oh, you gave yourself a 1 and 1.
Well, I mean, just to like even it out, no?
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right, now never gonna fall behind. That's it. Not gonna fall behind. Right. You're down.
You said it. Yeah, everyone about it. Yeah.
What about Michael Butka in Southern California?
He says, my next trip to Southern California, I want to hit Disneyland and go on all the rides and take a selfie with the iconic castle.
Wow.
For part of the trip, he says.
You a Disney guy. The prices.
No, I'm a big Disney guy. I don't care about the prices, honestly.
300 again.
Is it?
I mean, it's a lot. I'll tell
No,
you that
it is
much.
a lot, but I mean, when I've been there, had a great time there, and you have to just be ready to just do it. You got to pull the trigger and buy everything.
So what I would say, because I like to be, thoughtful of everybody. I would say, obviously, when you're a kid, great place to go. I would say as an adult, you go once every 5 or 6 years. Like, okay. But also for me, I just don't like rides. So at this point, like it wouldn't make any sense to go. And I think I've mentioned this before, but and it doesn't have to be the Disney water park, but any water park I'm in for.
Yeah.
I think those are fun. But at this point, the roller, I don't know. What about you? Do you like water rides better or roller coasters?
That's a great question. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I feel like roller coasters are easier because you don't have to worry about being wet, walking around barefoot, wear your shoes, change your clothes, a towel, you got to rent the locker all of a sudden.
It's like you've never been to the beach before.
Well, the beach I like, but water park is a different
It's
scenario,
not okay. Come on,
dude.
you're acting like you have to go run a 5K to go to a water park.
Well, I'm just
Tony.
saying, like you go to like lake compounds, for example.
Yeah, but
all right, rent a locker.
see,
like it's a whole big
yeah.
to do.
Right.
It's one thing if it's.
But I wouldn't want to go
if
to
you're
lake
at
compounds,
Atlantis and there's like you have your beach chairs resort
Yeah.
where you can just leave your shit, doesn't really
Yeah.
matter, and you just go about it,
Yeah,
come
the
back.
Atlantis water park.
that is
yeah.
sick,
I
dude.
would love to go because you've been there.
I have been there.
Wow. I've never stayed there. I only went on a cruise.
No, yeah, that's what I did on the cruise.
Okay.
And
But I would love to have like a weekend there. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
The golf, the
Oh.
casino there. I did the swim with the dolphins. Isn't it amazing
Nice.
that a dolphin was able to like support me, like standing up?
yeah, that is kind of sick, dude.
Yeah. Did you do the swim with the
No,
dolphins?
no.
Would you want to?
Yeah, sure, dude. Dolphins are dope.
Yeah.
They're cool.
Yeah.
I
No, that
wouldn't-
was something, not sports. That
Yep, that's pretty cool.
I guess I would do it one more time, but like, because I mean, there's not really any chance they're gonna like turn on you, right?
The Dolphins?
Yeah.
No, I don't think
know.
so, dude.
I mean,
I don't think so.
I don't study this stuff. I don't know. if there's-
I feel like dolphins are inherently violent against humans. I guess anything could happen, Brian.
like if you're chirping about something, right?
Yeah, I mean, if the Dolphins a Met fan, I mean, maybe you may have a problem, dude.
Oh, dude, I just saw this come across. Blake Snell back to the injured list with a groin injury. That's pretty crazy.
Talk about an alcoholic, huh?
Yeah.
Definitely.
And then Astros pitcher Jose Urquidy,
Out for the
Tommy
year.
John.
Second one, I think.
Speaking of the Astros, Tucker followed his ball off the shin. X-rays negative.
That's good.
Former Tiger manager Jim Leland gonna have his number retired. And then the Mariners are adding former National center fielder Victor Robles. Tony,
Whoa.
I'm just saying that's the news of the day.
No, yeah,
Like,
Victor Robles. I mean, it's a name that's been around the national organization for a little while.
you're familiar with the name.
I am familiar with Victor Robles.
And what do you think about? Because I know they readjust based on when the series ends. Like how hockey decided to go till Saturday with no. Are they missing the boat?
I mean, I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, technically, the NBA. Yeah, because they're on Thursday, right?
And they're probably going to be on Saturday.
So that is kind of weird. Why wouldn't the NHL want to go on Friday? Like, what's happening
Yeah,
on
I'm
Friday?
actually
Nothing.
no, but so they're going extended day off. So they have and that's
Right.
that's ESPN and can
Oh yeah.
conflict with itself. So that now the NBA has 2 days off after game 1 of the NBA Finals with no travel. We're gonna take 2 days off, but just to give hockey the window.
That's ridiculous. But I do know too. I think this is the longest distance between the two teams of the Stanley Cup Finals ever, because it's
Florida
and then Edmonton.
Edmonton's
It's like
West Canada,
West Coast of Canada,
Yeah.
and then East Coast of South North America. I guess
It's
United
crazy
States.
from talking to those Canadians at the conferences I've been to. Like it's like jumping through hoops to take flights and stuff. Even within Canada, like Air Canada is like a rat, I guess.
Really?
Like I said, terrible customer service, and like you have to like do like 5 layovers, and like it sounds like a bear.
Jesus, dude.
Yeah,
Just gotta fly private.
yeah. That would be nice, right?
Yeah, it would be.
What's for lunch today?
Great question. Nothing prepared. Toss the idea around of going home and making like an egg sandwich or something.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. I got a bunch of work to do. We'll see what if anything comes to light.
What did you end up watching for binge buddies?
It was actually funny. I fell asleep last night, but I'm watching that
during what you were watching.
Yeah. I was so tired. I got home and I'm fucking passing out.
What were you watching?
I was watching the show Eric on Netflix. Kind of cool show. It's like a very ominous like murder show. This guy's kid gets kidnapped, and he's trying to like find him, and it takes place in New York City in like the late or mid 70s. Benedict Cumberbatch. I don't know if you're familiar with his work.
No.
Solid actor, English guy. So he's like a theater, like, you know, like his bread and butter is like actual method, good acting. So he's good. He's really good at it. It's like, honestly, like you're watching, like you're fucking creeped out. Like that's how it's a good show. It's very ominous,
right up your alley.
Drama. You're like, oh man, is he going to find his kid? What's going on? The alcohol, the wife not happy, looming divorce, problems in the family.
Like, why does that always come up though?
I don't know. It's just a conflict that's forever, I guess.
Yeah. And I forgot you. This is so random, nothing to do with what you're talking about, kind of, but it is binge buddy type related. Have you watched the Lincoln Lawyer series?
No, never. I've heard of it though. You've talked to me about it.
Mark it down.
Mark it down.
Like,
really?
Do it.
Like,
yeah, because they just said like end of this year, season 3 is gonna come out. But I swear it's like, you know me, it's like, you know, certain things I'll watch. Like, oh, it's pretty good. Like it's one of those things where I like when the new episodes come out, like I'm really like jacked up to like watch it.
Really?
Yeah. Lincoln Lawyer series, not the Chief movie with McConaughey.
I'd say 2 seasons right now on Apple TV.
No, it's on Netflix.
Oh, it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So you're good?
Yeah, all good there.
No, I'm telling you, do it.
Don't
and
even
if
think.
I'm saying it, that means that it's good.
No, that's true, dude. They announced season 3. I'm getting renewed
this
for the
guy,
season.
I forgot what his name is, but he does a great job. I mean, it really feels like he's actually a lawyer.
That's good, dude. Manuel Garcia Rufo plays Mickey Heller. Is that his name?
Yep. Yeah, Mickey Holler. They call him Holler.
Mickey Holler, dude. That's cool. Have to check it out.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Are you watching anything now or no? Not really.
You know, me and Sam like started to watch Suits.
I can see you getting into that. Again, the lawyers.
I think she's still kind of feeling it out.
Yeah.
You know, but I like it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it's
okay.
You were tight.
I mean, I've seen clips of it on social media. I've never really watched it. But to me, it kind of seems like a cheesy, like network television show, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
and
I
that
guess
freaking dude, I don't know what character he is, the fucking bald rat face guy.
Lewis.
I can't stand looking at him.
I know what you mean. It's like a complete chief, but
yeah.
No, I wholeheartedly agree there. Speaking of chief, like, because we were talking about Lincoln Lawyer and I mentioned McConaughey, like, come on, is he not a complete chief?
You think McConaughey is?
I just feel like he kind of feels like he's a former president at this point.
I mean, there definitely are like times where he's talking and I'm just like, you're so full of it, you know?
Yeah.
But hey, I mean, the guy's cool. He's had a great career. He really hasn't hurt anybody.
Do
I
we
guess.
need him on the sidelines at UT?
Is he on this? Oh, well, he teaches there. Yeah, dude. Come on.
That's
his
there.
university.
But what does he go to the coffee lounge and like, come on, show his. He doesn't do anything there.
You don't think so?
That is exactly what it is, Tony. A USA TV cheesy show.
Oh, that's funny. I was like, Josh B doesn't really appreciate it too much.
No. And I'm not saying it was anything great. And plus, like, come on, you know me. I'd rather just give me the Yankee game, the pregame, the postgame, the encore, Yankeeography. Like, I don't need these shows. I'm just giving it a chance. And this is the thanks I got.
Yeah. No, I'm glad you are, dude.
I'm really curious to see what you're going to say about Lincoln Lawyer, honestly. I mean, I think you'll really like it.
I mean, let's go. It's on Netflix, accessible.
Very accessible.
All right.
So did you this is so random, I was just thinking because of Netflix, did you ever watch House of Cards or no?
Yeah, I did start. Actually, geez, I mean, that show is old. I guess I was watching it in undergrad, honestly.
Okay.
Andy was a huge fan. So I watched the episodes with him. I thought the show was excellent.
No, and I only watched a little of it, but then all that stuff with Spacey, I feel like just kind of like ruined it, and I haven't finished it. You know what I mean?
Dude.
It's hard watching it knowing this guy's like some like predator. You know?
I mean, not for nothing. They actually just came out a documentary about him.
Oh, really?
And first of all, the guy fucking got off like scot-free. And I don't know if you remember, but like people fucking like witnesses that were gonna go to trial were killed.
Bro, and that was like so similar to the actual show, which is just very weird.
You
and then you saw that Tucker Carlson thing too.
Yes,
that was
dude.
the creepiest thing I've ever seen.
Oh my God. And it's like, dude, like, I don't understand how not for nothing. I don't understand how Kevin Spacey is not in jail right now.
But as we know, you have enough money, you're allowed to do anything, Tony, and that's the sad state of the union.
It really is. It's a shame, dude.
Josh B saying I have one channel on my TV. Can't we just watch the game, dude? Oh man, I really can't wait to go to the game on Saturday. That's gonna be
sick, dude.
Yeah,
great matchup.
It'll be interesting to see like how many Dodger fans there are there, and like I don't know, like I just have are there really that many Dodger fans that live in New York? You would think maybe they're coming over, and I know obviously I just did the same thing in San Diego, but I don't know. I'm kind of interested to see how that looks like. I think it's gonna be overwhelming with Yankee fans, just the way the team's been playing and stuff.
I mean, yeah,
there'll
no
be some
doubt.
people who bought tickets earlier in the year, but there's a lot of secondary tickets out there. People are reselling for higher amounts.
And I'm curious. I'm sure there will be a lot of Dodgers fans coming over, and I also would imagine too. I mean, there's probably a good amount of Dodger fans that are around here from the Brooklyn days.
But I mean, what were they 100 though? Probably, right?
Yeah, we never know. Passed down tradition.
You see that guy? He's the last living teammate of Mickey Mantle, and I think he's the oldest living MLB player, 100 years old. He was at the Giants-Yankee game on Sunday. And Rizzo was talking to him. Boone was talking to him. I would just put oldest living MLB player. Josh B, Channel 1, Yes Network. Channel 2, Yes Network. Channel 3, Yes Network. He knows at least. He knows.
This guy, Shalek.
Yep.
Now the oldest living major leaguer, 100-year-old Shalek visited the Yankees dugout.
A former Yankee pitcher, Tony. I guess he lives in the Bay Area. Hadn't been to a game in a while. And they said sharp as attack. Little problem with the hearing, but very sharp, and was saying that he got Ted Williams out a couple of times and just threw him junk. That was the only way to get him out.
Really?
Yeah.
Threw him junk, dude. There he is.
So, Adi.
He's from California.
Okay.
Interesting.
But what a moment for him, honestly.
Oh my God, are you kidding me, dude?
Yeah. So that was pretty cool to see. That park is sick. Like it would be sick to go there, honestly. And I think I would want to go to a day game because it gets cold there, you know?
Dodger Stadium?
No,
Wait,
this
sorry,
was
what
at
Oracle
Park.
You're saying where he was. Yeah.
And I do
no,
want to go to Dodger Stadium as well.
Yeah, I would go to both, dude.
But I think what would work, fly in day of San Francisco, and then go to the day game, and then right to Chavez Ravine after. But actually, probably a long ride though.
Yeah,
might have to take a flight, honestly.
Probably would be like a 5-hour drive. Oh, I don't know if the flights. He's on it.
Let's see. So, if we're talking Oracle Park, and then we're going to Dodger Stadium. So we're talking, and this is probably going to show because there's a lot of traffic right now.
Definitely.
So it's saying right now 5.5 hours. So I don't know about. How do you feel about that? Like, let's say we're going. Like, what would be the plan there? Are we doing the drive or what? 5.5. I mean, you probably would be a nice drive, like Pacific Coast Highway.
Yeah, dude. I'm down. If you're down, I'll drive the whole way. You can sit in the back, whatever, dude.
But you're just gonna be sober at the game, because you know what I guess, or we don't. I guess we could do one night. I don't know if we could do a night in San Francisco though, unless we stay like somewhere like a little away from there. I guess it would be the answer.
Stay at the park, dude.
Stay at the park.
Yeah, dude. There's gotta be a hotel near that park, like right near the park.
But do we want to stay in anywhere in San Francisco?
Do you think it's really that bad?
I mean, I swear to God, they said you can't leave anything in your car, and you have to leave your windows down, otherwise they're gonna get smashed.
Are you serious?
I've seen stuff like that. Yeah,
that's fucking crazy, dude.
I know. Should we just go to Safeco instead?
Well, you could rent the car, drop it off at the Hertz near the stadium, fly back.
I think we gotta fly. I think we have to fly from. Yeah,
I think
a lot of flying,
dude.
but hey, we'll figure it out. We got time.
We'll fly private.
Yeah, private. Yeah. So that's really where we're at.
Josh B's really feeling himself. Probably still laughing at himself right now.
He is.
Definitely.
And it's the usual 8 o'clock for Binge Buddies.
That's correct. 8 p.m. Binge Buddies in studio. Manny, Michael,
sneaking it in. I feel like he was talking about something he was doing earlier in the day, but he'd be done in time. Yesterday when he was here.
Yes,
but that's Manny. He makes it happen.
He does. He makes the time, dude.
Yeah, which you love to see, and we love to see all of you guys here with us every day, and we appreciate everybody tuning in and continuing to comment, like, and subscribe. All of the archives on the YouTube page. Tony, Michael, Renee, and Jane Costume, the merch at downtimetv.com. We want everybody to enjoy the day, enjoy the games. Let's go Yankees.
Go Mets.
And we will see you mañana.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.